Morning, children. As we were not able to conduct the class properly yesterday, so I had told you that I'll be taking one live session and I'll be sending across one video for y'all. So here is my video, and of course later on you are going to have your live session. I have uploaded the link. Now, writing a fraction in its lowest form. What does it mean? You already know it. We have done a activity also on it, equivalent fraction, and then reducing a fraction in its lowest or reduced or simplest form. But I thought we should have a revision of it once, so I wanted to do it again. Here 15 by 30 is given. If I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 15, I get 1 by 2. Now the 1 by 2 that I'm getting is nothing is common between the two. 1 doesn't come in 2 stable. Yes, 1 does come in 2, doesn't come, and 2 doesn't come in. 2 does come in 1 stable, but then both are not in its tables. So there is no common factor between them. If I find out the factor of 15, this 15, I can see 1, 3, 5, 15 are its factors. If I find out the factor of 30, I can see 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30 are its factors. As far as this is concerned, 15 is largest, and this is concerned, 30 is largest. But आप इधर वाले 15 को 30 से divide नहीं कर सकते. The dividend has to be larger. So what we find out something, we find out that 15 is the common largest factor between the numerator and the denominator. Now, if 15 is the largest common denominator factor between the two, that means I can divide it, the numerator and denominator, and come to the lowest form. Now, children, you have to remember one thing. You can do it in a process. You can first divide it by 3, then divide it by 5, and then find out the lowest common term. But then that process is longer, and somewhere you may lose the factors. So it's always better to find out the highest common factor or greatest common factor, that is also called as GCF, or highest common factor, that is HCF. But you need not remember the term at all. You just have to keep it in mind कि कौन सा ऐसा बड़ा फैक्टर है जिससे न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर दोनों को डिवाइड करूं तो वो रिड्यूस्ड फॉर्म में आ जाए, मतलब उसके बाद उसके बीच में कुछ भी कॉमन ना बचे. Now, whenever we have to do the division, multiplication, or whatever sort of application, it has to be to both, right? It cannot be to one. A numerator and denominator forms one fraction. Let's look at something else here, what we have ahead in our slide. Reducing fractions to lowest terms is easy. Here, a cartoon character, he's standing on a weighing machine. Yay, I'm a fraction of my former self, but I haven't lost an ounce. He's standing on a weighing machine. It's a fraction of something, of some whole, but then he hasn't lost an ounce, because you can call him as half. You can either call him as 2 by 4. You can call him as 3 by 6, 4 by 8, 5 by 10, 6 by 12. They all actually means 1 by 2. 6 into 1 is 6, 6 into 2 is 12. 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 2 is 10. So he is not lost an ounce. So divide the top and the bottom. That means the numerator and the denominator of the fraction by the largest whole number that will divide both exactly. So suppose here the example is given 12 and 30. I can find out 6 to be common largest between the two, 12 and 30, and if I divide, I get 2 and 5. 2 by 5 is the highest, I'm sorry, 6 is the highest common factor, and 2 by 5 is now the most reduced form of the fraction 12 by 30. But still, they both mean the same. It's just a representation. They both still mean the same. It's just a representation. I'll explain you with more examples. Suppose I give you half chapati. I have one full chapati and I give you half chapati. Now it's your choice. आप उस चपाती के 8 pieces करके खाते हैं, 4 pieces करके खाते हैं, 1 piece करके खाते हैं, 1 piece को roll करके या उसके 2 pieces करके खाते हैं. But the point is you ate half a chapati and you left half chapati. Now if you look in the first figure, green part is what you are eating. The whole chapati is divided into 16 parts. You took 8 parts. That means you took half the chapati and you ate. This whole chapati is divided into 8 parts, and out of 8 you took 4 parts, but that still means that you took half the chapati. This whole chapati is divided into 4 equal parts, but you took 2 parts out of it, but still it means you took half chapati. This whole chapati is divided into 2 equal parts, but you took just 1 part. That means you still took half the chapati. So they all are equivalent fraction, but the most reduced form is which? The most reduced form is half. This one is the reduced form, but does that mean it has lost its value? No. Whether you write it half, whether you write it 2 by 4, whether you write it 4 by 8, whether you write it 8 by 16, you still mean the same half. But you're writing it in a reduced form. Now here, if you see, yes, 2 by 4 is divided by 2, I get half. 6 by 9 is divided by 3, I get 2 by 3. 14 by 37, 35 is divided by 7, it is called as 2 by 5. Now, as I was telling in the previous section, आप उसको अलग-अलग division भी कर सकते हैं. पहले 5 के साथ, फिर 3 के साथ, या पहले 3 के साथ, फिर 5 के साथ. आपको end में 1 by 2 ही मिलेगा. But you know, it gets a bit complicated. In this particular number, 15 by 30, as it was previously also, it's okay. But suppose if you get a bigger number, let's say 245 by 300. So what are you going to do? You just cannot go on dividing, right? So you have to find out the greatest common factor between them. Now 2 by 4 and 1 by 2, they both are equivalent and 1 by 2 is its lowest form. Now I'm just pausing the video for 30 seconds. Just look here, all the numbers and how they are being divided by the lowest common factors, greatest common factor, and bringing them to lowest term. By dividing them by greatest common factor or highest common factor or greatest factor. आपको term याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. जब आप 6th standard में जाएंगे, 5th standard में जाएंगे, तब तक आपको ये term easily याद हो जाएगा. अभी आपको याद रखना है कि जो सबसे बड़ा factor है दोनों के बीच में, आप उसके साथ उसको divide करके you get the lowest term fraction. See, 22 means 2 into 11 and 121 means 11 into 11. That means 11 is the common factor, greater common factor. 6 into 7 and is equal to 42 and 48 ke liye 6 into 8. That means 6 is the common factor between the two. And like this you go on. This is also one of the method I'm just showing you. Now, arranging the fractions in some order. Now, what does that mean, arranging the fractions in some order? It means first, obviously, you have to do the comparison. And then only you can arrange them in the order. But suppose you have just got 2 fractions to compare. The comparison becomes very, very easy where everything is different. Both the numerators are different, both the denominators are different, and you just have no clue how can I do the comparison between two different denominators and two different numerators? They are completely different sized. So what are you going to do? You are going to just do the cross multiplication between the numerator of the first one and the denominator of other, and vice versa. Once I do 4 into 11, I get 44. 9 into 5 is 45. 44 is greater than 45 is greater than 44. So the crocodile is going to eat away my 5 by 11 fraction. Who eats the biggest number? The crocodile. The alligator eats the biggest number, the fraction. Now, comparison also helps us in arranging the fractions. Like we arrange the whole numbers, we can arrange the fractions also in both the order, that is ascending and descending. Now, children, see here, there are 4 different blocks. They all are divided equally into 16 sections. In the first one, we have picked up 5 pieces. In second, 7. In third, 8. And then 9. They are already in arranged form. Okay, 5 by 16, 7 by 16, 9 by 16, and 8 by 16. So they are already in arranged form, and here it goes. So I just, when the denominators are same, just compare the numerators and put them in the order you require, whether ascending or descending. Let's look at one more example. All the denominators are 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. The numerators are arranged in ascending order. Again, all the denominators are same, 70. We have to arrange from greatest to smallest. No problem. 56, 49, 30, 24, 2. That's the order of the numerator. And we can write the simultaneous fraction. Now, suppose there is a difficulty, that is, if the denominators are same but the numerator are different. Of course, I told you, you will compare the numerator and alligator will eat it. 1 by 4 is less than 3 by 4, so 3 by 4 is eaten by the alligator. If both your numerators are same but denominators are different, then what I am going to do? If both your numerators are same, but the denominators are different, then what are you going to do? The alligator eats the smaller denominator. The alligator eats the smaller denominator because, now you're saying, what, ma'am? Every time you say that alligator eats the bigger one. But children, when the denominator is smaller, the fraction is bigger. Let's see how. Let's see how and why. Here it comes. All the numerators are same, but the denominators are different. But the denominator with 2 is definitely bigger because it's half. Obviously, 1 by 4 is bigger than 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is, sorry, 1 by 4 is smaller than 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is smaller than 1 by 2. The smaller the denominator, the bigger the fraction. Half chapati is more than 1 by 4 chapati, that is the quarter. 1 by 6 of chapati is much smaller than 1 by 4th quarter chapati. So definitely when the denominators are bigger, the fraction go on becoming smaller. So our comparison is going to be completely different when the denominators are different. Now here the numerators are same. I have to do the comparison between the denominators and I have to write it in ascending order. That means जो सबसे बड़ा denominator है वो पहले आएगा, that is 2 by 14. जो उससे छोटा है वो second position पे आएगा, that is 2 by 12. And 2 by 10 is supposedly the biggest fraction because it has got the smaller denominator, right? So this is how the sequencing takes place. Let's look a little more. Finished. And okay, so I hope the concept is clear. The bigger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. When the denominators are same, we compare the numerators. and we write it in the similar order. And of course, when we have to compare the two fractions where the denominators and the numerators are absolutely different, we just do the cross multiplication. And of course, we can find out, we can simplify a fraction in its lowest, smallest, or the reduced form. Thank you, children. I'm stopping my video here, and please revise well. And if you have any doubt, you can always call me or you can contact me on WhatsApp. I'll answer you. Thank you, children. Have a good day. Please study well.